لما كنت صغيرة كنت أشوف خالتي أحيانا تطردني وتقولي اطلع برا. ما بدها تقعد جنبها أتفرج. وخلاص إنه حاولت إني أتعلم. كنت أجمع الجيران أولاد الصغير عيال الصغير أرسمها. بعدين خلاص إذا حرب وتركته جيت بالمقدشة. وبعدين كمان جاني إنه الرسمة يعني كتير تغيرت يعني مو زي أول. بعدين صرت أشتغل يعني للحنة.
So far, I've moved through 3 holding places. First in Bosaso with 2 of my cousins. We then fled to Yemen, first staying in a tent. Then we were moved to a more durable shelter. The footprints of the souls before me were evident in the objects they left behind. A teddy bear lay on the kitchen counter next to a pack of cigarettes. Every door I walk out of is another door I walk towards, another space I carry my memories into, another vessel that traps my identity, my truth, our truth. I am in my 4th temporary place in Saudi Arabia, planning to meet my son next, who's in Turkey, so that we can go to Europe together. He wants to live in London. I want to live near water. I can't swim, but I like the sound of the waves. The smell of salt in the air. There's something comforting and free about the ocean. I only crave this feeling because I remember when I was much younger, maybe around 16, I went to Jazeera Beach in Mogadishu. I was told that there was a blind woman that lived in a small house on the island in the water, and when the tide was low, people walked across to the island and showered her with gifts, so she would bless them. I didn't understand how she got there or why people believed she was a saint, but I was mesmerized by the way the water level dropped, as if bowing down to the island, and in turn captivated the people of Mogadishu, to walk across in service to a lady they knew little to nothing about, other than the fact that she was blind, and only to be blessed by the gratitude of my own vision. The collective belief of her powers is what made her magic real. The ocean is a mystery. While protecting and bowing down to some, it also attacks and steals the lives of others. I constantly watch videos of people fleeing by boat from Turkey, Syria, Somalia. It's all the same story. My generation does not want to live in Europe. My generation loves its land. Somalia is home, but we have to flee for our children. I make do with what I must. My family is what matters to me. I plant everywhere I go because I used to admire my grandmother's garden. I remember the vines she grew vividly as they acted as blinds in my bedroom. They shielded me from the sun. It almost felt like there was a forest outside my bedroom, even though the reality was a single armature. My mother couldn't flee with me. She was too old. Blue? Blue was her favorite color. The sentiments I carry with me have parts of my soul attached to them, and hold more stories than I can retain.
This is Rahma's room. Rahma's narrative is a single pixel within the rendered photograph of the Memories on Hold archive, where materials and textures become representative of the power systems controlling an individual journey. The spatial organization is compartmentalized using the 3 main European surveillance systems that the holding places are a consequence to. A language that allows government systems to navigate the 3.5 million entrapped in limbo spaces through the systems that operate them. Eurodac, Eurosur, and Frontex track individuals on land, sea, and through digital means. Each room speaks of a confined conflict. from celebrating holidays in isolation to facing domestic violence as a result of PTSD to schooling in confined spaces, generating a world of permanent transient spaces. What is a permanent transient space? A holding place. What does it hold? What does it contain? A soul in limbo, a soul balancing on the line of time, with strings attached to what was, what is, and what will be. It holds interwoven stories, creating a tapestry of a trapped identity. This proposal is a holding to account to the power systems using officers as their pawns, perpetuating these limbo periods for 3.5 million victims worldwide. A holding to account for these golden walls that define a space and muffle the choir of lost voices. A plea for change, a plea to collapse the vessel of the non-place, where no place is our space.
ما شاء الله.